the cut and dry is that we need cash now. We need cash to help these restaurateurs pay these mounting debts, these mounting costs.
It's been a tough few months for everyone dealing with COVID-19, but restaurants in Manitoba have been some of the worst hit, and now they are making a plea to the province to help with relief funding as debt continues to pile up.
The average is around the $20,000 to $40,000 range, but there was a significant amount of respondents that actually were in the $40,000 to $80,000 range of deferred payments, which leads me to believe, with pretty basic math skills, that that there's going to be a lot of tough questions having to be answered, when these payments come due. There's not a lot of revenue to pay.
The Manitoba Restaurant and Foodservice Association polled over 260 restaurants, and the numbers paint a bleak picture. Compared to last year, the majority of those restaurants had lost between 40 to 60% of their revenue. With Orange Level introduced, those numbers are closer to 60% or more.
I don't think anybody really realizes what a restaurant owner has had to go through during this time. It's mortgaging their house, it's depleting their savings, cashing in their investments, deteriorating their retirement. They have made serious sacrifices.
We're borrowing just to pay our staff and pay our old bills. We're close to $40,000 in debt.
Tony Sawicki owns Silver Heights Restaurant and Lounge. He says thanks to being a 63-year-old establishment, he's confident they'll survive the pandemic, although they're bleeding money. He says it's not just losing patrons and income, it's spending upwards of $4,000 a month on PPE to ensure they keep clientele and staff safe. According to the survey, it's a pretty even divide between restaurants spending less than $1,000, between $1,000 to $2,000, or up to $4,000 on PPE. And some restaurants having to spend up to $8,000. Sawicki feels for his fellow owners dealing with this cost.
We've never been more closer with restaurants in our neighborhood than ever before. And any help with just for the PPEs, for instance, would take a big chunk out of our debt, right? And that's what we want to see, and that's what we need from the city, from the province. It's going to be a long few years to recover from this.
On top of this plea for sector-specific funding, they've also begun a social media campaign with the hashtag SaveMB in hopes that Manitobans become aware of the situation. In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.